All right, welcome back to Science Notebook. So what if I told you the next huge leap forward for all of us, it's already here. But here's the kicker, you can't see it, like, at all.
Yeah, forget about the flying cars and the robot butlers for just a second. The real massive shift, the one that's going to change how we live, how we work, how we build everything.
Well, it's not going to be powered by some clunky old steam engine, and believe it or not even by AI. I mean, AI is powerful, for sure, but it's more like a symptom of a change that's happening on a much, much deeper and smaller level.
You see, the real engine driving our future is being built on a scale that just completely redefines what's possible. We're talking about a world so tiny you can't see it with your own eyes. Heck, you can't even see it with one of those super powerful lab microscopes.
This, my friends, is the dawn of nanotechnology. For the very first time in history, we're not just, carving stuff out of wood or melting metal. Nope. We are literally engineering reality from the ground up. We're talking atom by atom, and that changes everything.
Okay, so what in the world are we even talking about when we say nano? Because it's way more than just another word for small. It's like a whole different dimension with its own, and let's be honest, kind of bizarre set of rules.
Right, so the main unit of measurement down in this tiny world is the nanometer, and that is 1/1000th of a meter. It's a number so ridiculously small that, our brains just don't have a good way to picture it.
So to even try and wrap our heads around that, let's compare it to something you actually have on you right now, something you probably don't even think about.
Okay, so check this out. A single strand of your hair, that's a whopping 80,000 nanometers wide. Seems small, right? But the DNA inside your cells, the literal blueprint for you, that's just 2.5 nanometers across. We are playing in the sandbox of life's most fundamental building blocks here.
And here's where things get really wild. When you get that small, the universe just throws out the old rulebook. Gravity, the force that keeps us stuck to the planet, it becomes pretty much irrelevant. Down at this scale, it's all about surface forces, things like electromagnetism and quantum effects. They're the ones calling all the shots. And this is where it gets, honestly, just mind-bending. Materials don't just get smaller, they become something totally new. Let's take gold. We all know gold, right? It's shiny, it's yellow, but if you shrink it down to the nanoscale, it can look ruby red or even purple. And you're probably asking, how? Well, it's because the particles are so tiny, they start playing with light in a completely different way. It's still gold, same element, but with totally new properties. It's crazy.
Okay, so let's get into how this strange, new science is building real-world stuff that isn't science fiction anymore. No, this is happening right now, and it's changing everything.
Let's start with medicine. Nanotechnology is basically turning our approach from using a sledgehammer to using a microscopic scalpel. And you've actually already seen this in action. Those amazing mRNA vaccines, they use tiny lipid nanoparticles. Think of them like little delivery trucks, safely getting the important instructions to our cells.
And this whole idea of targeted delivery, it's an absolute game changer. So instead of just flooding your whole body with powerful drugs and just hoping for the best, we can now design these tiny smart bombs. They're programmed to hunt down only the bad cells like cancer and drop off their medicine with pinpoint accuracy, leaving all your healthy cells completely untouched.
But this invisible revolution is also helping power our planet. Remember that thing about huge surface area? Well, that makes nanomaterials super efficient. So now we're talking about solar cells that can soak up way more sunlight, batteries that charge faster and last way longer, and even nanocatalysts that make producing clean energy, like hydrogen fuel, a whole lot easier and more effective. And if you're sitting there thinking, okay, this is cool, but it's all happening in some far-off lab, think again. It's literally in the palm of your hand right now. The entire digital age we're living in, at its core, it's a nanotech revolution.
Yeah, every single modern computer chip is just packed with billions of these nanoscale transistors. And every time we figure out how to shrink them down even more, our gadgets get way more powerful and use less energy. Without this incredible tiny engineering, those huge AI models everyone's talking about, they just wouldn't have the horsepower to even exist. Simple as that.
So nanotechnology isn't just about building our future, it's also helping us clean up our past. We're basically sending in a microscopic cleanup crew to tackle some of our biggest environmental messes.
I mean, we can now make these nano membranes that can filter pure drinking water from pretty much any source, just grabbing nasty stuff like lead and bacteria right out of it. And there are other nanoparticles that act like tiny little sponges, pulling pollution straight out of the air, or even helping break down massive oil spills way more effectively than ever before.
You know, we're at this incredible moment in history. For the first time, we actually have the tools to design and build our world from the bottom up on purpose. The power is just astonishing. So the only real question left is, what kind of world do we want to build with it?
So, if your mind is even half as blown as mine is by this trip into the nano world, do me a huge favor and smash that like button. It really helps the channel. And of course, make sure you're subscribed to Science Notebook so you don't miss our next adventure. Thanks so much for watching.